The UK government has implemented new changes on the UK immigration policy, and some of those changes will be effective from August. Some of them will be effective from September. And in my own opinion, I think these measures or these changes is basically to mitigate some of the other policies that has been put in place in the last couple of weeks, which affects people on the student visa, skilled worker visa, post-study work visa, and every other visa category. So they're just trying to make sure that they put out all the immigration policy that will be able to cover up for the lapses that would be created, or the vacuum that will be created from the decisions made on previous policies, to be honest. And I think it's really a good one. It's going to help the country in a way. So I'll be sharing with you guys some of those new changes and my own thoughts and opinion about those changes. So if you think this will interest you, don't go anywhere, keep watching till the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. My returning subscribers, you guys are the real deal. Thank you for being here. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. After the UK government has decided to make some changes that affect people on various visa categories, students being unable to bring in their dependents anymore from January 2024, and people on student visa not being able to switch visa while they're still studying. They need to wait until the completion of their program to switch visa, and many other changes has been made. We have made a couple of videos on them already. The UK government is trying to put in some other measures to also mitigate some of the loopholes or the gap that will be created from these decisions. And one of the ways they are trying to do that is to create what is called the post-Brexit reconciliation. Now, the UK government left Brexit a couple of years ago, basically, and this led to so many of the EU citizens leaving the country, which created a massive, gap in the, the job market in the UK. There were quite a lot of vacancies across different sectors, and which is one of the reasons why the UK government made some changing the immigration a couple of years ago that attracts people from other countries, mostly African, Asian countries, to move into the UK to fill in the shortage occupation. And the government is now trying to put in some other measures to still attract people from the EU countries. And the whole story of Brexit, I've made a couple of videos on that already, so I wouldn't dive into that at the moment. Now, one of the things, the first thing the UK government has done is to initiate automatic renewal of the pre-settlement visa in the UK. So those who are who have the pre-settlement, who are holders of the pre-settled status, they don't need to go to the Home Office or initiate any application to get their status renewed in the United Kingdom. Now, I'm just going to do like a little bit of overview so you understand what it is. Now, for those who are pre-settled or who have the pre-settled status, the only way you can prove that, and as a matter of fact, this is solely for those from the EU. Now, for you to prove or for you to get the pre-settled status, you must be able to prove that you've lived in the UK for at least 1 day on or before 31st December 2020 and haven't left the country for more than 6 months since 31st December 2020. So for people who are who are EU citizens and they've been in the UK or they've lived in the UK for at least 1 day before 31st of December 2020, and since then they haven't left the country for up to 6 months, they can apply for the pre-settled status. Now, for those people, the UK government is now trying to make sure that they make things easy for them and also for the UK Home Office themselves by helping them manage their resources when it comes to people reapplying for things and all of that. Now, so from September 2023, all pre-settled status holders who have not applied for settled status before the expiration of the initial 5 years period will automatically have their status extended by 2 years. The rolling extension means that the status will never expire in practice. So this is a way to make to attract more EUs. So if you're an EU citizen and you have a pre-settled status in the UK, and after 5 years you haven't renewed it, what the UK office is saying that because for them also they have to be on a pre-settled status for 5 years before they can apply for full settlement in the United Kingdom. And if after 5 years they fail to renew, what the government is saying is that the UK office will automatically renew that and give them another 2 years if they haven't applied for the full settlement in the United Kingdom. So that's some of the incentives they're trying to put into place. Now they will not need to take any actions to benefit from the extension. So they don't need to do anything really. They just get their status extended automatically. The Home Office will notify each person directly once their status is extended. Employers will continue to use share codes to verify the immigration status and rights to work of pre-settled status holder. The Home Office will also aim to grant settled status automatically to all individuals who meet the relevant criteria, that is 5 years residence in the UK, where there is no criminal convictions and no absences of over 180 days in any 12 months, and will use information cross-reference from the government department, HMRC, in order to do so. So basically they're just saying that they're making the application for full settlement for EU citizens seamless in the United Kingdom. So this might be a way to attract them to make the UK a destination country for so many of them. So that's one thing they're trying to change. Another thing they're trying to put into place is to increase the number of professions in the shortage occupation. So for those who are currently in the UK or outside the UK, and you've got experience in some of those occupations, then the UK government is trying to ease visa rules for those in this particular industry. And what they're trying to do basically is that the UK government is trying to ease visa rules for overseas builders, carpenters, people working in the fishing industry. The UK government has confirmed this this month on the 17th of July 2023. So roofers, plasterers have also been added to the shortage occupation list, which temporarily ease visa restrictions in areas where employers are struggling to fill vacancy. Now the Migration Advisory Committee advised adding builders to this list. So basically they're just trying to ensure that people who've got experience as builders in the construction and fishing industry are being attracted into the United Kingdom to cover up some of the vacancies. Now the advisors on MAC, which is the Migration Advisory Committee, recommended 5 jobs for inclusion on the list, which include bricklayers and masons, roofers, roof tilers and slaters, carpenters and joiners, varieties of other workers in the construction and building trades, and plasterers and many others. So these are some of the so those working in the shortage occupation pay lower fees and can be paid 80% of the job's usual rates and still qualify for a visa. So basically they're just trying to ensure that some of these other vacancies, and the truth is, for those that have been living in the UK, many of them that many of these artisans, they make quite a lot of money, even more than those who work white collar 9-to-5 jobs basically. So the UK is really trying to make some measures to cover up some of their gaps that will be created from some of the decisions they've made that has affected students and skilled workers in the UK. And the question is, would this be effective? I believe I tell people that the UK government wouldn't make a decision without doing their numbers, and these are some of the measures they're putting in place. Some will also be coming up in the nearest couple of months, to be able to ensure that the UK don't increase the number of vacancies than it has always been. And the shortage occupation, the cost of living crisis also in the United Kingdom is going to the roof, and it's becoming more expensive to move and also live in the United Kingdom. So that's just some of the updates that has been made as regards to the UK immigration. So if you find this video, also click on the like button. If you have any question or you've got some thoughts around what has been shared or in past videos, please state in the comment section. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So this will be the end of this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you.